Hey guys, welcome back to the Rockstar Podcast. Today we're going to be talking about a pretty controversial topic.
Controversial. Every topic we talk about is always controversial.
Bachelor parties.
Woo! That's a serious one. Ladies, you're going to find out the truth about bachelor parties. Fellas, we're so sorry that we're opening up the, the gentleman's handbook?
Pandora's box? All right, so the first question is, how do you feel about bachelor parties? You've been married once.
Yeah. That's a two-part question. How do I feel about my personal bachelor party? I would never have a bachelor party for my own wedding. Remember, for my my first marriage. It sounds so weird saying that. My first marriage, I didn't tell anyone the date. It was, hey, guys, show up. This is where my wedding's at. You obviously got the message a little delayed, I think.
A little delayed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ankur didn't make it to my wedding.
I was in a holding cell because I got pulled over for drinking and driving.
Get out of here. You do that? You drink? No.
That was terrible.
Yeah. And second part, how do I feel about bachelor parties in general? I love going to them. You know, I love organizing. We're actually putting one together for one of our best friends.
We are, which is why this topic is so relevant.
And we won't mention his name because we want to get him in trouble.
I don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah,
right
I don't know
now.
what you're talking about. So what do you feel about bachelor parties?
So me personally, when I get married, I think I want a joint bachelor party.
Gay!
As like a group party, right? So like everyone who helped organize.
That's called a wedding reception. I just want to tell you that.
I know, but I want to have one where it's like there's no parents, there's no kids, and it's just like a little ratchet time between like
I think it's an Indian thing, though. Only Indians put together 500 million people in one banquet hall of people you've never met in your lives.
What are Bengali weddings like?
Bengali weddings is a bunch of fish, okay? Ding, ding, ding.
All I remember is there was a movie called The Namesake, and like they were doing that stuff in the background. Do you ride on horses?
Elephants.
Elephants.
Yeah,
it's not like just a salmon fish that you just like.
No, we ride a fish, okay? We're Aquaman, pretty much, okay? Bengalis are Aquaman.
So, I don't know. I feel like bachelor parties get a lot of grooms into a lot of trouble, right? Because their friends are trying to have one of those crazy weekends or crazy weeks or whatever it is that they are, pent up in their house, not having a good time anymore.
A bachelor party is an excuse for all the married guy friends to let loose one weekend.
Right. Now, bachelor parties themselves, I find very annoying.
What does the word bachelor party, bachelorette even mean? Is that even English? Is it like French bachelorette? Like, what is it?
I don't know.
Doesn't sound English.
I've never looked that up. Jack, could you look that up? The origin of bachelor parties?
Do Germans call it bachelor party? Like, what is it?
What would be the Fabi way?
Oh, bachelor party.
Bachelor party.
Yeah, let's go to Goa.
So I find it annoying when a groom combines his really uptight friends with his really wild friends all on the same weekend.
What's going through their mind when they do that? What do you think?
They're not thinking.
They're just thinking about their childhood friends?
They're just putting everyone together, like who's the most important people that I want at this thing.
Should there be a limit of people for a bachelor party? I think sometimes there's too many people. It's just too much.
Anything more than 8 is just ridiculous.
Don't you feel like everyone goes for the 6 to 12 number? Isn't that what it is?
That's ridiculous. If it takes more than 2 cars to get to the destinations.
First of all, who's taking a car? You're flying.
Ubers, 2 Ubers. Or when you're at the destination, I'm saying if it takes more than 2 Ubers.
Jack has figured it out.
The history of a bachelor party. The ancient Spartans would celebrate the groom's last night as a single man, and they had a dinner and made toasts.
Yeah, right. Even they don't talk about what they actually did at the bachelor party.
Uh-oh. In 1896, this guy threw a stag party.
What's a stag party?
I don't know. It's P.T. Barnum's grandson. So you know that movie, The Greatest Showman?
One of my favorite movies of all time.
And the party had a dancer named Little Egypt who allegedly danced naked in desserts.
Was the dancer little, like a mini person? Because I've already done that multiple times for you, Ankur.
I think we're going to go back to the main part of the podcast now. So
going down the rabbit hole.
Okay, so do you think that these grooms that are trying to decide these bachelor party groups are thinking about limitations of the number of people? Are they just trying to figure out who's going to actually show up and drop 2, 3, maybe $5,000 on doing one of these trips?
I think it's their way of spending time with their friends. I can just speak for myself, right? Where I know that after I get married, that there's a new evolution of myself and my wife, and my future is dedicated to my wife and kids. That's it. Nothing
That's not
else.
before you get married.
No, so the day before I get married is still Wild Riz, you
It's
know?
still Wild
It's
Riz.
still Wild Riz, right? And I have an excuse. It's also an apology.
The day before you got married was Wild Ankur.
Yeah, you took it for yourself, you know, because this life is about you, right? Everything's about you. That's what happens. Boys, if you don't throw yourself a bachelor party, your boys throw themselves a bachelor party. That's what happened to Ankur during my wedding night. But I feel like it is, again, this is my opinion. I feel that this is my apology to all my boys. Hey, man, I'm not going to be that Riz anymore. After today, I'm going to be Rizwan, okay?
Oh, that's what it is? Nice, a proper Muslim boy?
Yes. I am responsible and dedicated to my wife and kids. I will wake up in the morning, go to sleep at a respectful hour at 8 p.m., watch Saturday morning cartoons with my
When
children.
did you ever slept at 8 p.m.?
If I party way too hard the day before.
And just didn't go to sleep
You didn't
that
go to
night,
sleep,
the
yeah.
next day.
Yeah. Party like a rock star.
All right, so I think people can agree that you and I have probably partied harder than anyone in our circles.
Yeah, so imagine what our bachelor parties are like.
So if we had to give people advice about how to organize a bachelor party for one of their boys, what are like 2 things that you would say that everyone should consider before planning? And then I'm going to give 2 things that I think everyone should consider while they're at the actual party.
Location and budget.
Location and budget. Tell us more.
I mean, everyone's in different walks of life. As you said, a groom thinks about just their friends that they've been friends with for years. That's 10 to 20 years of friendship, right? You don't know. Sometimes you don't know where they are at that moment. Are they married with kids? You know, are they strapped for cash? Are they a .com millionaire? You know, where are they? You know, the person that is single and has all this extra money doesn't care about spending all this additional income. The person that has a responsibility at home is really going to think about all that. So that makes a big issue. I've seen it in bachelor parties where there's the one guy that feels bad, like, man, I want to have a good time, and I want to make sure my boy has a good time, because that's the purpose. The purpose is the groom, not yourself. The purpose is the groom. I feel like sometimes people get selfish about it, right? So so the budget is important, that everyone's very clear, crystal clear. Put yourself in a group chat, a phone call, be professional about it. Hey guys, this is the range of budgets we're thinking. You know, plan A, you know, it's 1,000 to 3,000. Plan B is 3,000 to 5,000. Plan C is $250. You know, let us know individually where you feel comfortable and find a medium point, right? If people need to cover, people need to cover. And then location. Some people don't feel comfortable leaving the country. Some people only want to leave the country. That's what I noticed. People consider bachelor parties either out of the country or domestically. It's really important that this wide group of people is on the same page. What do you think your 2 reasons are?
Okay, so let me talk about the stuff that happens when you're at the bachelor party, right?
Okay.
Because there's a whole another world of stuff that happens there. I feel like you have to establish a buddy system because people will get lost.
Is this a you thing?
There's always someone who's going to get lost.
I just want to let you know, me and Ankur, I have his location at all given times, so that's
Vice versa.
Bachelor party or not, I need to track him down. He bought me a tile, so you could track me just in case if I'm smart enough to turn my location off
Listen, man,
sometimes.
you know, when you're like, I'm on my way, and I haven't seen your tile tracker move for 30 minutes, I just know what's up. I'm like, all right, I don't have to worry about anything yet. He'll show up. He's always going to show up.
Yeah.
But, okay, so I think the buddy system's really, really important, right?
Okay.
And then, to be honest, I think you should put a tile tracker on the groom at every single bachelor party.
Does the fiance get the tile tracker app?
Absolutely not. Right?
Should you get a decoy tile tracker to give to the fiance? Oh, look, he's been in the
On
library.
the suitcase. On the suitcase, you put a decoy tile tracker.
Oh man, I'm so proud of my future husband. He's been in the library. He's just preparing.
Okay, first of all of these women are like CIA level, like pro investigators. They're gonna find a way to find the other tile tracker.
But don't you think these CIA covert operators, which we fall in love with, called the female race, our future wives, don't you think their bachelor parties are just as wild? They've just done a better job being more incognito than we have.
We're really good at pretending like that life of theirs doesn't exist.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They don't have to pretend because we're dumb and we'll
We're
make sure
so
everyone
dumb.
knows.
Females are so much smarter than us, and we're so dumb, Like, for example, I've never caught a girl watching porn, right? Whereas everybody knows any guy that has an iPad or a tablet, that's what they use for porn, right? That's the only reason you actually use your iPad.
I've got a girl.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, watching it together or
No, on her own.
Okay, all right. Again, you've been with a lot more girls than I have, so.
I've only lived with one.
So the if it's the numbers game, you know.
Okay, so I think it's really important to understand locations for people because during a bachelor party, I can't count how many times the group ends up getting split because there's different personalities, right? They're the guys that want to partake in marijuana, right?
Yeah.
Now that's legal. We could talk about it. They're the guys that want to partake in a copious amount of alcohol consumption. Right, and then there's the guys that want to have like really fancy dinners at places where it's all you could eat wings.
That's fancy.
In addition to the entertainment,
Is that what you said? Is fancy?
fancy dinners.
All you can eat wings
right?
and fries. Okay.
You know, it's some of those establishments where they give free food in conjunction with the entertainment.
Oh, the buffet spots.
The buffet spots, yeah, exactly.
For people that does not know what he's talking about, Ankur's talking about strip clubs. That gives you a buffet.
Fine restaurant establishments.
Ankur only goes for the wings, obviously, not the legs.
Yo, for real though, the food at those spots is really good.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yo, it's so good.
The better the quality the food is at a strip club is the better the quality the strippers, okay? I just want to let you know that.
So every single time I've been to a bachelor party, the group gets split up. And there's always this big struggle to get everyone back together or to find people or whatever's happening. So I think that's something that everyone has to consider during the trip, establishing some type of protocol.
Is this older Ankur talking bachelor parties in 20s? Did you give a damn about where everyone is?
Now I'm wise.
Oh, you're older
Ankur,
and wise.
right,
So are you not going to a bachelor party anytime soon?
I mean, there might be one coming up.
Aren't you going to one next month? I
Out
know
of-
because I'm in the group chat.
I know, but we haven't established protocol yet of how we're going to find the groom.
So are you going to say we're going to establish protocol before? How is everyone going to react? Like, shut up,
No,
Ankur.
you and I are just going to take one of our tiles and put it on the groom.
We're going to slip it in everyone's bag.
It'll be listed as backpack.
Oh my God, we lost so-and-so. Oh, don't worry. We found them.
Okay. And the other thing is water.
Okay.
I feel like bachelor parties do a terrible job of stocking fridges with water. And everyone's always scrounging around or trying to figure out how they're going to make that happen.
So
in the
stay
middle of the night,
hydrated.
Staying hydrated.
Because everyone does stay hydrated, just not with water.
Yeah, or maybe I'm not the one staying hydrated. But those are the two things I think people have to consider when they're at the actual event. So you were talking about budget and location.
Correct.
Okay, so what do you do when half the group wants option A, right, and half the group wants option C?
You find a medium ground, right?
How do you do that?
Listen, I've actually experienced a bachelor party where there's two separate bachelor parties, just so you know. And that was the groom being very responsible, and he realized that situation. And he did one party with the one group of friends, and he did another party with a different group of friends.
So at the end of the day, sometimes you have to cater to your groups.
It's just like a wedding, right? Everyone thinks a wedding is about them and their significant other. No, the wedding is about the family and friends, actually. So bachelor party is the same thing. Now, as long as the group of friends is in it for the groom, right, or the bride, then that's fine. But as a person hosting their own bachelor party or putting together a group, you have to be considerate. It's what you said. You have to be considerate and be mindful of the group of people that you're putting together. So I think you categorize bachelor parties in different groups, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Explain that a little more.
Like I said, right, there are going to be guys that haven't cut loose in years. And this is their one opportunity to cut loose. And they tend to go balls to the wall crazy as soon as you're there. But then there's like the squares, right? Usually it's going to be like one of the cousins, super responsible, has no interest in being in the same room as someone who's maybe smoking some marijuana, right?
Okay.
Or maybe someone who wants to just start binge drinking.
Okay.
And having these different groups of people under one roof, I mean, everyone's annoyed with each other. Everyone's fighting. And if you don't separate some of those groups in what you're defining, I think it's going to be a bad time. So me personally, I think I would separate my groups.
Now,
right?
Ankur is very meticulous with everything he does. So I imagine him creating a Google spreadsheet for his bachelor party with some type of macro built in.
No, full databases. Forget Google at this point, right?
He's going to...
MySQL.
Yeah. He's going to contact a big data company to figure out everyone's interest categories.
I'll just call your dad.
Okay, there we go. And I'll call your dad. I mean, I'm probably on the phone with him.
You'll probably end up bringing my dad.
Oh, yeah.
You're-
Your dad is definitely on the top of the list for my next wedding. You know, he's probably going to organize a bachelor party.
You're going to ask him to make a speech, aren't you?
Of course.
He's just going to be like, you guys look so beautiful tonight. God bless you guys.
He's the most positive individual out there. I don't suggest him making a speech for your wedding, but definitely for my wedding. What do you think your dad will say during your wedding?
You're going to interrupt him with the speaker and the mic that you're going to roll in.
Yeah.
Because there's no way I'm letting you make a speech.
First of all, me and your dad are doing the speech together, just so you know, okay? It's going to be a duel.
Oh, man. All right. So if there's people at home that have questions about bachelor parties, planning, attending, how to get the knickknacks and the gifts. I mean, we've got experience doing all sorts of stuff when it comes to this.
You got to make it entertaining, right? It has to be fun, right? You know what I do personally? I actually plan all like the entertainment ahead of time, which I'm pretty sure you've seen some of my group things where, we'll get the fun T-shirts, get something printed, customized and everything for everyone.
What's really great is when the groom's last name rhymes with Jason Derulo lyrics, right? And, we say someone goes swalla la la on the T-shirt. But what are we going to get for that party that we're going to?
I mean, it's high-end. It's a high-end group of people, and it's also a group of individuals that we've all known each other since middle school.
Are we going to get, like, chocolates shaped in weird shapes?
I think that's a girl thing. I think girls do the penis pops. Unless you want me to get you some penis pops, I'll get you some penis pops.
I'm just curious to find out how crazy they're going to take this.
See, I don't consider it crazy. I consider it entertainment, right?
Mm-hmm.
So every single bachelor party that I've ever organized, which I've organized a lot, I cater to the individual group. So what you said, you have like the square group or the crazy group. For me, I don't consider it that. I just see what do they like the most, and I cater around that. So I think every bachelor party I've ever been to has been the time of my life.
So I'm imagining like for a high net worth group, cigars. Fancy whiskey tastings.
Oh, we're talking about beautiful customized messenger bags for everyone with everyone's name on it. Something that not only will they enjoy when they receive the gift, but something that they're going to remember for the rest of their lives, for the next decade. I'm like, oh man, that bachelor party was amazing. And I really hope the bride and groom is doing well.
The bachelor party was exquisite.
Yes, exquisite.
Exquisite.
Yes, pinky up and everything.
And then there's this text thread that you have to start and organize. Are you going to have a spreadsheet?
I already actually have a bachelor spreadsheet.
Oh, you just haven't shared it with me yet. No.
So what I do is I send out individual emails so people doesn't realize how crazy I am with everything in life, right? Because everything I do probably, I'm a creature of habit, right? So I rinse and repeat almost everything. So I have a format for almost every aspect of my life. So it's easy for me. But again, the number one thing for me is entertainment. How do I entertain? Listen, if it's a group of people that doesn't want to do wild things, or illegal things or questionable things.
We would never do illegal things.
Borderline. Then we do an awesome spa day, and I love it. It's a time of my life. I was like, ooh, is that cucumber on my toes? Hells yeah.
On your toes?
Yeah, exactly. In between each toe. People put it on their eyes. That's basic shit, okay? We take it to the next level.
I need to learn more about this.
Yeah. See how you're getting excited? There's a lot of ways to do bachelor parties, but you just cater to your audience. Listen, you want to party like a rock star? I'll put together a rock star ass bachelor party. But what I look at is what matters to the groom, and that's the most important thing. And I think that's what everyone should do.
Okay. All right.
So if you guys have any questions about bachelor parties, where to go, where not to go, how to track your groom, hit us up. Slide up into our YouTube. Check it out. It's YouTube, Ankur K Garg. Sorry, Ankur Garg was taken, but Ankur K Garg. Find us. And if you have any questions or any topics that you suggest, please don't hesitate to ask us. Any feedback is great. Love you all.